I've been working at the iron mine all the livelong day. Hello there and welcome back to Roguecraft Nighttime Edition. It's day one and, night one of season 5. And we're a little late to the party, which is why it's nighttime. And in true Gragore fashion, I forgot to turn the camera on, but as you can see from the hotbar, I seem to have picked up someone else's trash. But since that's not enough to make any tools, let's get to punching some trees. We've arrived late on the server, having had to restart the PC and clear out a lot of old video footage. You see, my friends, Gragore is a hoarder of video footage as much as he is of Minecraft blocks, and his hard drive was running out of room and causing him some recording issues. But hopefully, those issues are behind us now, and we can start our journey into the Stone Age as soon as possible. And through the magic of editing, the new dawn shines down brightly on all our stony new tools. And lo, there in the foliage below us can be spotted the Skelly Rocker and Lady Vivian in their natural habitats. Good morning, fellow Roguecrafters. Next up, the search for food. Without food, we're not likely to survive many more nights, and what better food for day one than a bit of fish? One thing I've learned over the years, you can run around hoping to find some little piggies or little sheepies or even little cowies, but with lots of people on, the best bet for early game food is always fish. And with our bellies full, we turn our focus to making a bed so we can avoid as many zombie-filled nights as we can. Thank you, little sheepies. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And as is tradition for me, I've found a little island where I can make a temporary base while gathering up some of the essentials like iron and coal, and maybe some kelp so I can save all that coal for torches because, as you know, I loves me some torches. Torchman! And from our little island base, we set out and begin exploring the world around us. Partially to gather up resources, but also in the hopes that we will find that one location in all the world that calls out to our inner Minecrafter and says, Here is where I will make my home. That and to get lots and lots of treasure. But mainly it's the finding the base thing. Yeah, the base. What's this? Someone has already gotten to our treasure? How dare they? That was our treasure, or would have been if we'd gotten here first, but they should have known it was ours, darn it. It's just not fair. The first geode of the season. The first mineshaft of the season. The first minecart with a chest thingy shoved inside of it. Of the season. Leave me alone! Can't you see I'm all naked here? Oh, don't want any of that. Nope. And after much searching and much mining, we finally found ourselves encased in iron. So off we went in search of greener pastures. Or maybe wider pastures, or really any pastures at all. I mean, let's face it, the island we're on is just about as small as it gets. An empty field would be an upgrade at this point. And after even more searching, I found a large village with very few houses in it and thought, you know, it's been a long time since I had operated out of a village, so why not? In fact, it's been so long that villagers were still turned on by doors and would only make little babies if there were enough doors in the area. You know, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in that game development session. And on that note, let's talk about my plans for Season 5. As with any season of Roguecraft, I have no plans. I never have plans. Everything is just played by ear. Like this village. Finding a village with lots of paths marked out but few houses made me think lots of room to fill with houses and farms. And now here we are setting up base. I just find it more enjoyable to work that way. Life has taught me that making plans too far ahead can just prove frustrating when you don't end up having time to see them through. So I play to have fun and just make plans in very broad strokes. Like right now, the plan is to fill the empty spaces of this village with new buildings and upgrade the old, maybe. Beyond that, I'll just handle it as it comes. That said, new seasons are always frantic in the early days. The to-do lists are so long and everything needs to all be done at the same time, but first things first, I still need to explore the world and find all the trees and some bamboo. One thing I do know for sure about this season is I'm going to have a bamboo farm. If I use bamboo just for making chests, that will be half my wood usage for the whole season and save me a ton of time. So it's important to get that one set up early on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Someone got to this ship too? I'm on the whole other side of the ocean from the desert temple. Darn treasure-stealing people all up in here stealing my treasure. What's a person to do? All my shattered hopes for treasure aside, all this exploring is about gathering all the resources from around the world and bringing them back to the base. And this is one of those things new to 120 that I'm looking forward to using. I don't know that I'll be using all that pink wood for anything, but I love how these trees look. They're a great addition to the game, and I love the color of the bark of the cherry tree. I think I'll be using those logs in builds a lot this season. And can I just say, what a joy fast leaf decay is. Every now and then I play in a world where it doesn't exist, and it's like a minor torture waiting around for the leaves to stop floating in the air. Just another one of those Minecraft quirks built into the system from day one that never really made a whole lot of sense. And now we're back at the village where I seem to have made an accidental iron farm. I may have to see if I can make that not so accidental in the very near future. But picking on iron golems aside, it's time to go into the nether. Why? Why? Because it's there. Oh, this isn't looking good. Yep, that is a whole lot of lava lake. This is going to be some real fun traveling across, because bridging in the nether is always a special kind of fun for me. See, I play with an Xbox game controller, and one of the joys of those is sometimes the batteries in the controller die at the absolute worst times. I don't know how many times I've fallen in lava because of that, but at least with lava I can do a last-second logout while I replace the batteries. It's a true nightmare when it happens while bridging in the end. Always gives me the butterflies early game. But before I do any real exploring out there, it's back to the overworld to gather bridging supplies and maybe get our armor enchanted? I don't know. Something tells me we're going to need it. You know, I really am going to have to do something about all these iron golems popping up everywhere. Get a few gossipy villagers together in one house, and soon it's a parade of golems everywhere. But until then, I thought I'd taken a few rounds of everyone's favorite game. How many times do I have to break a lectern before I get something useful? Oh God, I am so glad I got that on camera. My first attempt at placing a lectern this season, and I got mending. Granted, it's a horrible price, but I can work on price later. For now I'm not looking this gift horse in the mouth. So while I work on locking this trade in, I think this is as good an ending to episode 1 as I could plan out. So sorry it's a bit shorter than usual, but don't worry, we're just getting started. we didn't get a whole lot of accomplished, but hey, we got mending. What more could I ask for? But until next time, I've been Gragore, and this has been Rowcraft. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, always try and find a way to make it fun. See ya!